For those of you who visited Forum, at any given point of time, it's buzzing with kids. And Bali's children have been there to my gallery, and we've done a commitment to the project. So that's what I encourage actually, which kids to do, as well as I go and speak with the principals. I'm right in the center, where 3 schools are located. At any given point of time, I always have the children coming in, from various schools, visiting our exhibition, sitting down, sketching, and if they need to do a project around it, we do it. So we also have art and craft for kids, our own kids. We introduce them to contemporary artists, and we get them to come into workshops. So there's always interaction. So I guess a whole lot of responsibility also lies in me as a gallery person, to impart this education if it's lacking elsewhere.
So to the gentleman at the back, Forum Art Gallery is a space that you're looking for.
I have a question to the panel as collectors. There's a lot of tribal art in the country which is extremely good. Collectors, by and large, are not going after this. I've had 2 experiences. One is around a year and a half ago, I think. This was in the Lalit Kala Academy here. There were artists with gone paintings. And hardly anybody picked them up. They were available for 1,500 rupees and 1,000 rupees. Over the last 1.5 years, a lot of galleries have taken up, the prices have moved. And I think it's good for the tribal people. For example, in a place by name Churu in Rajasthan, there's a lot of very intricate sandalwood work which is done, which hardly comes to center stage. You go and meet those artisans. And they are exquisite pieces, artistic pieces. My question is this, can collectors like yourself and others here help the tribal art and craft in the country by maybe setting aside or showing some interest in these areas rather than focusing on, for example, what a lot of the Western world is, watches, vintage wines, and so on and so forth?
Who wants to take that?
I'll just answer. I just want to say one thing. The Devi Art Foundation in Delhi is doing a show, and it's like right now the part 2 of the show is just about to start. I don't know the date. It's called Vernacular and the Contemporary, which is showcasing tribal artworks of various regions in India. They had one show that happened 3 months back, and I think this is the part 2 of the show. So they have taken this seriously.
Sure, I'm saying not enough as in other places.
No, but if
this is tribal art.
That was the point I wanted to make. That was one. And the other thing about the whole Gond art, it's also a dangerous thing that has happened with Gond art. There were articles in Tehelka that came out a few months ago, if you read that. It's basically made these people who did this as a folk art into contemporary art. And there was a famous Gond artist who committed suicide in Australia. I don't remember his name. He's in Japan, yes, sorry. And then there is this whole family that has become inheritors of this Gond art. There are other people doing Gond art. Recently we did a book launch for a book on Ambedkar with Gond art. So while it's important that all kinds of handicraft art be encouraged by people buying it, not just collectors but even Aam Janta, I think it might change the quality of the art itself. And this is what has happened because Gond art has now become almost very, very expensive, and the way it's affected the lives of those artisans. So it's a thin line situation, and I think it's happened in many cases where there has been an injection from designers from the city working with people in rural areas or in tribal areas. But I think each thing should be let to develop, and now with globalization, technology, to develop organically. And I think that's the healthiest for any kind of thing, because there's also, as those of you who saw Sarah Palin talk the other day, there is the economy of the market. The market itself will allow the jungle law of the fittest will survive. So if your work is really good, it will. There is a very good book by the Crafts Council and somebody else called Handmade in India, which lists all the details of craftsmen, the quality of crafts with their addresses, email IDs. So whoever wants to, from people who are doing 5-star hotels to collectors in Japan, they're able to access it. And shows like the one that she talked about at Devi bring into focus that tribal art is also equally exciting. The vernacular can be seen in the contemporary.
You are focused by, from what I understand, point to visit, even newcomers, do you even want to visit an upcoming artist solo show, or in your city or any other city, or to promote new art, to promote different kinds of art? Or is it generally the places known by that you're all going?
No, I mean, right now, if you go to Lalitkala Academy in the back, there's a building where there's struggling artists are actually doing their thing. I went there a couple times in the last year, and just as an encouragement and see if there's anything interesting. So there's an opportunity for people to step out of their comfort zone, go explore new things. I try to do it when I can.
So I live in London. I live in London, so I see at least 2 art shows a week.
Oh, you do?
At least. That would be the minimum.
There's no third candidate that should.
Because
It's a binary man.
Because that's the only way learning about art is about building your visual vocabulary. It's a very important part of being a collector, is increasing your visual vocabulary. And so you can't do that unless you see a lot of art.
So you visit art shows too?
Well, I do it all the time, and I only buy artists who are really young in terms of their first group shows or their first solo shows.
Oh.
Having said that, artist workshops are not very publicized. I mean, people don't really know where to go to these budding artists and their workshops. So
We have just 5 minutes. Sorry. We have just 5 minutes left, so if there's any final question that would like to come to the speakers, this is your opportunity.
Can we hear something more about this collection of cockroaches?
Are they dead or alive?
They are neither. No, it's a work that Geeta recently had showing in Taipei. Well, why don't you talk about it? I mean, you represent the artist. Here. I can pass this along.
I have to say, I think I'm responsible for that. No, I think that the decision was all Sandeep. So I think that having known Sandeep, he's a very unique guy. So he has very unique works in his collection. And I'd like to say a final word of thanks to everybody here. You've been fantastic, engaging, and wonderful. And I think you can see from the audience that they've enjoyed it as well. So thanks a lot.
Thank you.